What is one thing you find attractive, but deny that it is? Women who look really plain. I only deny it to them, because I don't want to be insulting by calling them plain looking, but I'd happily admit it to anyone else. I don't know why, but women like that are the most attractive of all. Tall women. Like, tall as I am or more, at 6 feet. Rare, but damn if that one trait doesn't overcome almost all others. Edit. I tend to deny it, because people always make it a psychological sub/dom thing. Myself. I don't know why others do. Putting this here, because a few people have asked, and it feels weird answering the same thing repeatedly. Girls who have ears that stick out from their hair. It's so cute and dorky to see those ear tips poking out from their hair. A lot of other guys don't like this, but to me, it's one of those dorky cute things. I'm a woman and I have little tiny ears, but your comment was so sweet and endearing. I hope you find your little elf. I find a high contrast between hair and skin color attractive. Pale with black hair, or black with white hair. I don't tell a lot of people the second half of that, because I don't want to be set up on a blind date with a cougar. Men with bold noses. Like nothing freakish, but classically attractive small/medium sized smooth noses have no personality. I saw on a plastic surgery page on Instagram a Middle Eastern guy who had a nose job done. It honestly made me so sad to see everything that made him unique disappear and just look generic. If it makes him happy, that's all that matters, of course, but I found the natural nose far more appealing. Being animated while talking. My boyfriend does not sit still and talks with his hands. I pretend to pout when he gets up from cuddling me to pace around or accidentally pulls my hand with his to wave it around when talking, but I actually find it super cute. I've accidentally gotten smacked in the face a couple times, but goddamn, if it's not the most endearing thing, lol. Women that are just a little ugly. There's something strange about a perfect looking woman. I get it. I often find myself mesmerized by men that are just a little ugly. I can look at perfect men and see why they are objectively attractive to others, but they are kind of boring to me. This one's become more commonly accepted lately, but boys that look like they haven't slept in years. Something about the deep set eyes/dark circles/half smiles, like they don't have the energy to move their faces fully, makes me literally space out staring at them. Like a schoolgirl in a movie, I swear. I can sit there with my face in my hand just looking at some guy with shadows under his eyes for a whole class. When boys are showing emotion, because they are stuck with the idea they have to be men and can't cry. But if my guy friends cry or show any emotions, it's just so cute to me. There is something so endearing about having a guy open up to you. I'm also oddly attracted by guys who show crankiness occasionally. I think it is because I feel like I'm seeing some of the real him. People who are always happy and amenable feel distant and hard to connect with. I'm a serial offender of gaining interest when someone is unattainable. Some classic wanting something more once you realize you can't have it anymore, like once I realize they are in a relationship/like someone else, or once we grow distant. Kind of sucks because it makes me miss my exes sometimes, even though I know things ended for a reason and I forget all their bad qualities and just dwell on the good. I really dig unique people, the ones who don't fit in, not just nerds or geeks. Not a straight A student type of person. Just someone who looks at the world in a unique way and likes to talk about it. Someone who laughs at mistakes and is happy to share information about themselves. Too many people get caught up over what others think of them, but those who just strut their stuff are so ducking attractive. Basically, be yourself, y'all. It's hot AF when you're unique. Macabre sense of humor. When someone has the bravery to fashion such humor and the class and finesse to know when. I'd like to deny that I find it attractive because it can be very easily misunderstood. Honestly, I'm just attracted to people who are genuinely good people, men and boys that don't hide their emotions and aren't afraid to be a soft boy. Women and girls that are unapologetically themselves and aren't afraid to stand up for someone/themselves. Just good people are really ducking hot man IDC what gender they are. Smells, for example. When a guy wears cologne or fruity perfume, smell of hair, not dirty unwashed, but not washed either, just the scent of the hair, the natural musk of a man, not sweaty, just the natural odor the person has. Something about men who are muscular, but shaped kind of like a teddy bear, and gangly guys with kind eyes. and pretty much anyone who has a good sense of rhythm. Choker necklaces. I know it's supposedly a cheap way to look seductive, but it makes me go all dopey to see a woman with a smooth neckline and a lacy choker. Chicks that are kind of trashy, not full-blown trailer trash. Some generic tattoos, dressed a bit skanky, less than perfect teeth, etc. Used to be my downfall. Dated, and nearly married a few. A long line of borderline trashy ladies. One was Beep Girl's model, another had a set of truck nuts on her F-150. Could never figure out why so many of them ended up cheating on me, or acting all crazy. My wife is the exact opposite. On my first date I remember thinking this is what she wears on a first date. That's not hot at all. She was in a nice pair of jeans, cute boots, and really classy pullover sweater. I almost didn't go on a second date with her, but then something in my head told me that if I wanted a different outcome, I should try a different option. Can't tell you how many friends and family members complimented her and me on my choice of girlfriend when first meeting her. Still find that somewhat trashy look appealing. Tattoos and fake red hair man. But I'm so happy I married my wife. B woman here. I'm a confident extrovert, a natural leader in many situations. Very easily annoyed by timid indecisive people. But shy girls. My annoyance takes a hard left into friskiness. I want them to just come out and say how they feel. I want them to open up and trust me. And my brain, every time, is like, yo, what if you tried pushing her up against a bookcase and making out a little? As a straight man, the more like a stereotypical lesbian a girl looks, the more attractive she is to me. Pixie cut / undercut, piercings, tattoos, combat boots, flannels, looks like she hasn't slept in 3 days. Guess I'm a glutton for punishment. I haven't seen this one yet, but there was once a girl I thought was cute for her kinda ducked up teeth. A couple crooked or sideways teeth really just looked cute for some reason. I'm not talking about missing teeth or yellowed or nasty ones. I mean just really not straight and imperfect chompers. I feel like all my posts have been about it lately, but Marfan syndrome. I can't just ask every tall, gangly guy I see if he has Marfan, so I just need to admire them from afar. But I'm always on the lookout for unusually tall guys with long arms and super gorgeous hands. Any Marfan guys reading, inbox me. Chunkier guys. I really have always had a weird inclination and attraction towards a guy that's heavier and carries some weight, but I would never admit it. Also really only ever dated skinny dudes up until my boyfriend who's big and built with a little bit of weight on him. I think the idea of a fat guy, or bigger in general like my boyfriend, makes my 5'8", but feel tiny, and I love that. Ugly girls. It's kind of like I always seem to find something attractive in those girls who people outright just call ugly. It doesn't need to be big of a deal. Her eyes, her lips, her hair, or how her face is structured, etc. I could go on, but I think you know what I mean. I try to lose my way in small details like those. Loud people. If they're the type of loud person that does it to hype their friends up, or because they're out genuinely enjoying themselves, I absolutely love it. Something about them not worrying about being proper is so refreshing to me, compared to the environment I was raised in where you were expected to always be quiet and mild-mannered. Guys who think with their body before their mind. I'm not talking about mean dudes or frisky dogs, just dominate physically focused men. Here's some examples. Had a guy think I was lying to him, and his first instinct was to corner me against the wall with his chest against mine, and talk to me forehead to forehead in the classic high school bully movie style. I was so surprised by how hot I found that I started hysterically laughing. Had a few dinner dates with super traditional type guys, the kind that tense up if you so much as gesture towards your pocketbook cause they wouldn't dare let a woman pay for her meal. One night I casually tilted my head to peek at the receipt. I wanted to cover the tip, and my date snatches the receipt book, inserts his card, and raises his hand to signal the waiter back over in one fluid motion, all while glaring at me. Even hotter was that we didn't order anything that expensive, yet he left a $20 tip. Asked a dude friend for a hug one night when I was super tired, but I have resting sad face, so he thought something was wrong with me, lol. He asks if I'm okay, so I lift my head like, yeah, I'm totally fine. He totally ignores me though, and shoves my face back into the crook his neck, while holding me there with a hand on the base of my skull and his chin holding the top of my head in place as he demands a girlfriend I was with to confirm I was telling the truth. He doesn't let me move until I relax my body and snuggle against him to prove I'm actually alright. Metal braces on teeth, no matter how old a person gets. Yes, the teeth look good after they are taken off, and they look like everybody else's. But having them on is attractive and makes the person unique. Imagine a 25-year-old with braces on their teeth. What could be better? But no one says so.